Go over.
To examine or look at something in a careful or detailed way. For example, Charlie has gone over the problem several times, but he can't think of a solution.
Take after.
To resemble or inherit traits from. To resemble or inherit traits from. For example, Sarah takes after her mother in terms of her personality.
Take off.
To depart or remove. To depart or remove. For example, the plane finally took off after a delay. The plane finally took off after a delay.
Take over.
To assume control or responsibility. To assume control or responsibility. For example, Alice will take over as managing director when Peter retires.
Think over.
To consider or ponder. To consider or ponder. For example, Emma has thought over Felix's offer, and she would like to accept him.
Toss up.
To make a decision through chance. To make a decision through chance. For example, let's toss up a coin to decide who's to pay for the drinks.
Turn down.
To reject or refuse to consider an offer and a proposal. For example, he asked her to marry him, but she turned him down. He asked her to marry him, but she turned him down.
Turn in.
To retire for the night or to go to bed. For example, Jenny usually turn in at about midnight. Jenny usually turn in at about midnight.
Turn out.
To result or attend. To result or attend. For example, it turns out that Jessica had known Robert when they were children.
Waltz through.
Pass or succeed easily. Pass or succeed easily. For example, Billy waltzed through the tests and got the highest score.
Wander off.
Leave a place, usually without telling other people. For example, Carol wandered off and got lost in the crowd. Carol wandered off and got lost in the crowd.
Wander off.
Stop paying attention. Stop paying attention. For example, the lecture was boring and my mind wandered off after 5 minutes.
Want out.
Want to leave a relationship or arrangement? Want to leave a relationship or arrangement? For example, Nicole was not happy with her marriage and wanted out.
Warm up.
To prepare for physical activity or an increase in temperature. For example, Jason needs to warm up before he starts the workout.
Watch out.
To be cautious or aware. To be cautious or aware. For example, watch out for the car. It's coming too close and almost hit the children.
Wean off.
Slowly stop a dependency on something. Slowly stop a dependency on something. For example, we will have to wean her off her obsession for shopping every day.
Weasel out.
Back out of a commitment. Back out of a commitment. For example, Rose is supposed to go on Tuesday, but she is going to weasel out.
Well up.
Feel tears starting. Feel tears starting. For example, Steve felt tears welling up when he heard the news. Steve felt tears welling up when he heard the news.
White out.
Use correction fluid to cover a mistake in a written text. For example, could you give me the tip X? I need to white this mistake out.
Wig out.
Become excited and lose control. For example, he almost wigged out when he realized that he had failed for the experiment.
Winnow out.
Remove the bad or less satisfactory people, or things from a group to leave the best. For example, we have winnowed out the weaker candidates.
Wise up.
Stop being stupid. For example, his supervisor told him to wise up and start following the rules or else he'd lose his job.
Work out.
To exercise or resolve. To exercise or resolve. For example, I need to work out to stay healthy. I need to work out to stay healthy.
Work up.
To generate or increase. To generate or increase. For example, Tom worked up a real appetite, climbing in the mountains.
Wriggle out of.
Avoid doing something in a way other people don't like. For example, Monty always manages to wriggle out of any extra work we get.
Zero in on.
Direct or focus attention on. For example, the police have zeroed in on the man they believe to be responsible for the murder.
Zip around.
Move quickly. Move quickly. For example, we zipped around the supermarket to get the shopping done. We zipped around the supermarket to get the shopping done.
Zip by.
Pass quickly. Pass quickly. For example, Louis' bike zipped by Anna's bike. Louis' bike zipped by Anna's bike.
Zip it.
Keep quiet. Say nothing. Keep quiet. Say nothing. For example, Margaret told us to zip it, so we said nothing.
Zonk out.
Fall asleep. Fall asleep. For example, Jerry zonked out during the film and missed most of it.